Namaste. My name is Uwe Simmerer. I'm International Meditation Master. Today I want to tell episode 20, how I met Bhagwan or Osho. The first step in the right direction is a half part. If you surrender to a real guru, you can reach your goal. If you surrender to a fake guru, even then you can reach your goal. And if you don't surrender to any guru, you never will reach what you wanted to reach. So this is about Bhagwan or Osho. And he was really the best for me when I started the journey. So with 25 or 26, I moved in a community we were 2 females and 2 males. There was one Sannyasin, disciple of Bhagwan. Then 2 were in black. This means they were from the Near Future movement, and I was neutral. And it was really a great relationship with all 4 of them, and it worked out. So before I went in this community, it's hard to pronounce for me, I had attended already groups and made meditation, Qigong, and yoga. So the Sannyasin, she was a female, introduced me to Bhagwan and to his group and to the center. So I went there, and I like to make the meditations there. This was a dynamic meditation and the Kundalini meditation. Both were outstanding meditations. And they worked very great for me. I got my calmness, and they were really crazy. And then there was a group, Sexuality Awareness, with Pujari. Pujari was one of the oldest therapists of Osho or of Bhagwan. So what? I agreed. I was nearly a virgin, as I had nearly no sexual experience. Even I was 26 years old, and I had big interest in sex. So we both attended this group, and then I slept there with a 40-year-old lovely woman, and this was the best for me. So she could understand me, and she could lead me, and so on. It was really the very best for me. And at the end of the group, then Pujari spoke to everybody what she was thinking about. And she was telling me, sorry for your very hard childhood. You have to work all the time on this. Otherwise, it will draw you back. But you are a real seeker, and you will reach your goal because you don't have big interest in worldly things. You're starting with new worldly things, and then after a short time, you don't have any interest anymore. You have only interest in one thing, in the spiritual part. And that became true. So thank you that I could attend this group. So then I had several other relationships, and then I wanted to go in July to America again. And so I was flying to Vancouver to make again the West Coast trail. And when I was on the ferry, I saw a sexy American Indian, and I looked in her eyes, approached her, embraced her, and then we went in the bed afterwards. So you see, one weekend group had made this with me. I had no fear anymore. I could approach women It was just so easy. One group. Okay. And before it was too scary for me. Okay, then I made this West Coast trail, so with the other guy together. It was 8 days. And then I wanted to hitchhike down until Los Angeles. Okay, huge goal. So I made one more trail, and then I was in the deep snow and so on. My God. On the Washington Mountains, Helena, I think so. And hitchhiking didn't work out anymore until Portland. And in Portland, I met a Sannyasin, a disciple of Bhagwan, and he said Bhagwan had started to speak again, so why are you not going to him, to the ranch? So then I went with a bus to the ranch, and I met there my previous girlfriend, Prakriti, that's older women. She arrived at the same time, coincident or not. And through this hitchhiking, my heart was really closed. It was so much hardship, but I had very many times very much unluck and so on. So, or challenge, how you call it. So then my attention was just to make groups. And I said, I don't care what Bhagwan is speaking, talks are talks, nothing more. So what? I started with a group, and during this group, we went also to the discourses of Bhagwan, and Bhagwan was addressing many of my problems in his talks. It was great. And as usual, I was a worst case in every group because of my hard childhood. But the groups were working out for me. So the therapists of Bhagwan were the best in the world. And so they were trained from Bhagwan, and it was, they didn't force you, but they were motivating you to go beyond, to go farther, and so on. And then there was a Japanese girl. In one group there were many Japanese, and my whole life I attract Japanese like crazy. I don't know why. Where I am, all Japanese are rushing to me. If they see many Westerners, they go to me, for 100% sure. This worked all the time. So and many Japanese, and then were asking a Japanese girl, what to think from this manager. This manager was entertaining the whole group, but his heart was closed. So he was a great manager and so on. And the Japanese girl could see inside of the people and saw the trueness and could tell it directly, very straightforward, without any mercy. And so she did this with the manager. The manager was crying this first time in this group, and my God. And he said, thank you that you have given me the trueness. And then the therapist asked, is there anybody who is doing no show at all and who is honest? Yeah, she said, yes, that is Rudy. And I don't seem so negative like you. He will make it. And it was just so. And then the therapist, again, said you have to make every weekend a group, and all the time during the week groups and so on. You have to do it. Otherwise, your childhood will come back and draw you back in your suffering. And this I have done. Very simple thing. And it had worked out. And they were all right. So, for free is an inner growing journey, not. And I was really so happy that I could attend this group. I became also a Sannyasin. And I was in Rajneeshpuram, and it was for me just a paradise. There was I've never seen a place with so much love than Rachnichpogo. But there exist always people who finding mistakes, errors. You could see them there also. But this was for me the biggest chance in my whole life to change my life. And the best place for me in my life. Okay. Thank you that I could speak about this, and bye.